Thank you, Chairman Womack, Ranking Member Clyburn, Mr. Secretary. I congratulate you. I noticed we had Chairman Cole here, Chairman Rogers, Ranking Member Delora. I mean, you bring all the heavyweights in here. Everybody likes to see the Secretary of Transportation, and I think everybody's been very good on this dais. I think we ought to all get extra project for each one of us, but that's just my opinion. Secretary Duffy, thank you for being here today. It's good to see you again. Also glad to see members of your staff that have joined us today. I know it's a hard job what they do. I appreciate your commitment to the American people and making the effort to see America's transportation industry firsthand, meeting with civil servants and specialists to keep this country running. I would be proud to host you in Rocket City, USA, Alabama's 5th Congressional District. Feel free to bring the wife and kids. We'll take you to Space Camp and the U.S. Space and Rocket Center, and I know you'll have a great time there. You start looking at the district, the work building up to our nation's infrastructure modernization and aviation systems and ensuring federal dollars deliver real results for taxpayers. My district in North Alabama is home to Redstone Arsenal, where more than 45,000 people commute through the gates every day, making it the single largest employment site in the state of Alabama. Secretary Duffy, before thousands of Redstone civil servants, contractors, and service members can get on this base to carry out those critical missions, many face severe traffic congestion and infrastructure constraints surrounding the installation. These transportation bottlenecks do more than create commuter frustration. They affect operational efficiency and create vulnerability around facilities essential to our national security. My district has seen firsthand how transportation investments directly affect economic growth, innovation, and national security. I'd like to thank Chairman Womack for including $350 million in the BUILD grant funding for direct investment in high-growth areas, including the Huntsville metropolitan area. I served 26 years in local government, and I'm just telling you, I saw firsthand what these grants can do in local government. Serving as the chairman of the Madison County Commission, at that time the 3rd largest county in the state of Alabama, and now the 2nd largest county. As the department evaluates BUILD discretionary grant applications for projects like road widening, congestion relief, and capacity improvements, how will you implement target investments in high-growth areas like Huntsville? And are you taking into account factors such as proximity to key national security assets in high-growth areas?
So first off, I had NASA for a great 4 months, and I was going to take my kids to space camp, and I never did. Probably one of my regrets, and I could have come down and seen your district. I think I mentioned this before, but the country's changing. And we have to try to meet the needs of the growth areas. And I'd like to come down because nothing, you don't get the same perspective when you talk about it versus when you actually come and see it. But I have heard the stories about the congestion that you have in your district and how challenging it is. And men and women who are providing great service to our country are having challenges getting to and from work. But that's we don't have, and you don't give me an endless amount of money. And so figuring out what the right priorities are and what those bottlenecks are is what we work through. We're trying to use public-private partnerships for some of them where it can work to maximize our dollars or our loan capacity to build more. Can I make one pitch I know you do have a minute left, but if there's a way that we can all work together and everyone has projects that they want done, if we could permit them faster, we're going to spend less money. And that doesn't mean permit, just say yes. There might be issues with an environmental review that we just don't do a project. But they can't take 4 or 5. And if we can do that better, we can build so much more. When 40% of a project can go to the permitting process versus turning dirt, I can get so much more done. And that's a bipartisan thing we have to do together. And I hope we would, and still be responsive to the environment, but also have the money to build in all these places, which I think is important.
I totally agree. And another thing that I think that should be taken into account, the states and local government need to get skin in the ball game. If it's a number 1 priority in their area, they've got to find a way to bring dollars to the table. And I think that ought to be given consideration when you do it. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Thank you.
That's always helpful when the states will give some money, put some skin in the game. It's always helpful for us.